Even if the human race were to become extinct, life on planet Earth would continue. Air will become cleaner. Vegetation will grow more abundantly. And less wildlife will face the threats of extinction. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to thank all those that spoke at our conference, quite notably Angie Farquharson, Azuri Williams, Claire Jesse, James Gould, Michael Parsons, and Linda Rothwell, whom all did an excellent job of enlightening us on the values of information, health, safety, environment, and infection control. As we move into a new day, a new quarter, a new year, we note that as we formulate in our communities, we have maintained the ability to communicate, which has proven to be one of our most beneficial assets. And now the X generation has gone from Hotmail to Facebook to Instagram, Snapchat, and many other versions of communication. And it's our responsibilities to ensure that our communication with one another is healthy. Much of the information that we find on the internet is educational, much of it isn't. So in our close circles of business and social networks, we must evaluate those that is most fruitful to our time here on earth. The English language that started on an island in the Atlantic is now spoken in all corners of the globe. And just as America has adopted that language and made its own modifications, we too here in Bermuda must enhance our own grammar. In fact, we no longer refer to people as black and white anymore. Not to say it's anything wrong with that or illegal, but we have far better adjectives to describe people we already know. And as we move into a new decade in 2020, such topics should be reserved to police officers and stand-up comedians. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to show the congratulations to the Bermuda football team for the win over Nicaragua in the Gold Cup. Also for the win over Panama, in Panama, in the Concacaf Nations League, as well as the Bermuda rugby team in the win over Guadeloupe in the Caribbean Cup, become the 2019 champions. And we all look forward to the Bermuda football team's encounter with Mexico in the upcoming month. Now, it is our time for preparation for natural occurrences. The threats of global warming are becoming more apparent. Hurricanes Dorian and Humberto and Jerry have already formulated, and Karen is to be closely monitored. Here in Bermuda, we are not exempt from such natural occurrences, and indeed it is eminent that we must move with the majority, as it is easier to make progress going with the wave than to try and stand up against it. However, there are certain circumstances when one must take a stand like Tank Man in Beijing, Rosa Parks in Montgomery, and Greta Thunberg in Sweden. From our open forum, we note that the majority in attendance came because they were interested in achieving certifications, not just for their chosen fields, but also for upcoming projects. Insurance packages, vacation rights, and professionals showed up to answer those questions. All of this was free of charge by the Bermuda Construction Safety Council, as many workers are still denied their basic human rights because of who they are and what they look like. We are the organizations most willing to stand up for the values of self-determination, because history has shown that projects that are most successful allow workers to reach their full potential. Value doesn't necessarily have to come in numerical assets, but in the quality of the substance that those that come to present. And in reaching out, many entities through their support, to which we are and always will be appreciative. Bermuda Health Council, Workforce Development, Bermuda OSHA, and Bermuda College. And as we move into a new annum, we looked and had made changes to create more room for expansion. Building height restrictions have been eliminated, to which may become more jobs for workers. And in doing so, the avenues have been carved to allow for those to be certified ahead of time. From free 1-hour courses to 10-hour courses at the college to 4-year university degrees. And the Bermuda College has not only been a beneficial partner, but a lifelong coach. No matter what the challenge, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the problem, Bermuda College always found the answer, 100% of the time. And as we further our research and our ancestry to Africa and Europe, Asia and the Americas, we continue to make bonds not only with our relatives, but have also formulated relationships with professionals in science and engineering and architecture, in sports and in business. For we cannot change the past. From the beaches in New Guinea to the plantations in the Caribbean, to the schools and the workforces. But we can change the future. I appreciate those that came out to our forum, to the awards, and to our conference. And at the end of this year, we will return to City Hall, December 17th, where we have 100 female presenters, 50 awards using the June 2018 master format, and 12 performers. We appreciate your support and your commitment look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you very much.